Hi friends, this is Colleen Beamish. Thank you so much for joining me for another card video. Today's card will feature some paper piecing, and I'm super excited, so let's get started. I'm taking the Scarecrow image from the Happy Harvest stamp set from Fawn, and I'm going to stamp this out using some Gina K Amalgam black ink onto various pattern papers. All of the pattern papers I use today are from Honeybee Stamps from either their Harvest Festival or Great Outdoors 6x6 paper pads. So here is the image all stamped out, and I'm going to get to fussy cutting. So I've attempted to describe fussy cutting about 12 times now. This is actually my 13th take, and it's very tricky to do so. So in my terms, paper piecing is you stamp out the image on different pattern papers, and then you cut out the parts of the image that you want in that pattern. Well, now I made it sound like it's easy to describe it. Anyway, so now I cut out that linen pattern paper kind of as my base layer, and now I'm cutting out the shirt. So I choose which lines I want to be part of that image. So I cut above the line that's going to be the overalls. I'm cutting off the little fringy things, but keeping the sleeve line, and then I'm going to cut underneath the chin. I hope that makes sense. So you want the outline to still be there, but you want to cut out the bits and pieces you want. You'll see more as I go. So I'm showing you how this shirt lines up perfectly with my little image, very cute. And then I'm also going to cut out the band of the hat because I also want that to be in this red pattern. Paper piecing is one of my favorite techniques. I prefer not to color. I find coloring very stressful, and to do this is much simpler. Now I'm cutting out the little overalls, which is one of my favorite fashion attire items. If you check out my Instagram, which is linked below, you'll see my last post was actually a picture of me and my sisters, and I'm wearing one of my favorite pairs of overalls, and maybe next time I'll have to do some green overalls for my little scarecrow friend. So I decided I also wanted to add a pattern to the hat, so I just stamped out the hat and cut that out. And then I'm going to start adhering all these little bits and pieces to my scarecrow. I'm using Gina K Connect glue for this. I really advise using a liquid glue because it gives you some time to kind of move the pieces around and get them lined up perfectly. So now I am also going to stamp out and cut out a little nose piece for my scarecrow. I really could have done this. Probably it would have been much simpler to color in the little nose on the scarecrow that I've already stamped, but I wanted to be difficult, and also I really wanted to stick to the no coloring aspect of this card. So I'm just going to use my tweezers to stick that little nose right on down, and I think it's adorable. Next, I'm going to stamp out the post of the scarecrow. I definitely should have done this first, like this should have been my base layer, but I wasn't planning to do a different pattern here. So now that I'm adding it later on, I'm going to cut around the little fringy parts of the scarecrow's legs because I want the pattern paper to be behind those. And I'm just going to kind of slip it, once I cut this, I'm going to slip it right under the legs and it will supposedly fit perfectly. I'm realizing now watching the video that I really could have just cut off that part of the post that's kind of bending. I would have made it way easier because you really don't need that, but the time has passed. So I'm just using my tweezers again to put this in place, and my scarecrow is all done. So now I'm going to stamp the little bird images that are also in the stamp set, and on both dark brown paper and orange paper, and I'll cut those out. I'll just cut out the beak of the orange paper and I'll adhere those onto my little birds. I only used 2 out of the 3 birds on this card. And now I'll work on the background. So I have some Neenah Classic Crest 110-pound cardstock already cut down to 5.5 by 8.5, and I die cut out this grass line just on some scrap cardstock using a Hello Sweetums die. Unfortunately, that die is no longer available. I will link a similar one down in the description with all the other products that I use in this video, and I'll just mask off the side as well. Now I'm going in with some Citrine ink to do some ink blending using a blender brush. I wanted it to be like a pretty green color, and it ended up a not prettyish yellow color. So I said, I'll come in with some twisted citrine. But no, I won't, because that makes brown. So I abruptly stopped that, and I decided, well, this will just be my practice card, and everything I do from here will just be practice for the card I'm actually going to make. So I threw on some white paint. I'm just using an acrylic block to stamp some corn stalks down using black ink to kind of do like a silhouette situation. And then I will go ahead and unmask it, and then I'm like, that doesn't look half bad. I think I might actually like that. So then I decide, well, then this isn't my practice card, this is my actual card. And it kind of made me realize sometimes when you're really like trying to overthink everything, you don't have to. Card making can just be simple. So I'm just enforcing that fold. I did previously score it before I started ink blending, and that is my card base. So now I will work on the sentiment. I want this card to say, have an amazing birthday, but I have a sentiment that says, you're amazing, and I have a sentiment from this Simon Says Stamp Tiny Words Birthday stamp set that says, I'm not sure what the sentiment says, honestly. It says have an and birthday in it. So I did some stamp surgery so that I can have the have an and birthday and use it on this card. So I'm just lining this up in my MISTI using a transparent grid sheet. I didn't cut down the You're Amazing stamp because I really didn't need to. I'm just going to stamp up the amazing portion of it. And yeah. As I ink it up, I'll just take my stamp Shammy and I will clean off the end of the Your so that I don't stamp any unwanted parts of that stamp. And that will be an amazing impression. Oh, that was a sad joke. I'm sorry. So I will double stamp both of these, and then I will also stamp have an and birthday, and there is my sentiment. So now I'm taking some craft foam and adhering that to the back of my little scarecrow friend, and then I will go ahead and adhere him to the card. Now I'm adding craft foam behind one of the little birds. This one's going to be kind of perching on the scarecrow's arm, so I wanted it to be popped up to line up with that image. And then the other bird, I'm just going to adhere right to the front of the card. And that's my card for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed learning more about this paper piecing technique. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see some more crafty content, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I look forward to creating some more soon, and have a wonderful week. Bye!